Hey, what's going on, guys? Austin here, and today it's time for a Call of Duty World War II beta gameplay. So this is going to be kind of a recap. So we've had the last 2 weekends to play the game, and we're going to just, what do I think? But first of all, before I get into my full recap, let me just go into my gameplay quick. So this is Ardennes Force, which is awesome. I'm not too sure if you've played it, but Domination Ardennes Force has got to be one of my new favorite COD maps, just because of all the stuff that goes on all the time. Like, it's perfect for an SMG, which I love using this game. You can run around, you can rush, it's kind of close, it's all super close quarters. I love this map. And it's been a long time since I played a COD game and really, like, immediately jumped into a game and just, like, felt at home. Like, I can't wait to play this map, like, 6 months from now when I've already logged a couple hours playing it, because I know I'll absolutely just destroy. Like, the lines of sight, I know the running routes. So this is Domination, so some of my strats are definitely run an SMG. The Wafa, the Thompson, and the Type 100 are all laser guns. Use them, they're great. The Grease gun's okay, but just run an SMG with a suppressor and you really can't go wrong. Airborne, that class, or kit, I'm not sure what it's called. I'll call it the Airborne kit, whatever. You get faster sprint speed, you can mantle objects faster. It's great if you're rushing around in a map like this when there's just, it's just fun to run those little, like, flanking routes and stuff. There's always so much opportunity to get kills. This is not a sniping map by any means. This is not something you'd use an LMG on. This is a full-on rushing map. So running the Airborne, like, class or kit, whatever, is an awesome choice. And the suppressor is so great. When you're rushing someone's spawn in Domination, you want to be hidden. So using a suppressor is, it's like the natural combination. I'm telling you, like, this class is sick. So I ended up getting like 450 kills this game in a 6v6 Dom. I think at the end there were only 5 guys on the opponent's team, so I did do pretty well. My other tip there is when you're playing Dom, just avoid B. The B Dom site is kind of, B domination point is kind of insane. Never actually take B if you can. Just go back and forth between A and C. I think the 2 times I tried to take B, I died. And I just found that whenever I tried to avoid B, I just end up doing better. Like, hug the walls around and stuff, but never go in the open, never actually go up the stairs to B, or else it's just a death wish. A and C are so easy to take. Just do that all game long. Using Airborne, so you can just bomb back and forth all game long, you'll do great. So that's my other little strat, and yeah, of course, suppress on the SMG, use an SMG with Airborne, and just avoid B and then run through A and C all game long, and you'll get paratroopers. Anyway, so next up, I want to talk about my actual recap here. So what did I think about the entire game for the last 2 weekends? There's a lot of stuff to talk about, so let's get into first just the different game modes. So War was awesome to see. It was something that's new, it's something that's different. I don't know what I think about it yet. So I've always been someone that's like, I like to play Domination. That's my favorite game mode, is Domination. But the one thing with it is that I like to get kill streaks. I like to get the score streak. I like to get like the 15, 20 kill streaks. I find that really fun and challenging. It's always something that's fun to do. But I found in War, there's none of that. It's all just like spawn, objective, die, spawn, objective, die, and that's all it is over and over again. I know for some people that's what Domination is like, but I just don't like playing that way personally. And I wasn't a huge fan of that. War, I played a couple hours with some friends. Some friends of mine really enjoyed it, but I just was not into it. There's other stuff I really enjoyed, like Domination. I don't think they've mastered Domination this well in a long time. I can't remember the last time I enjoyed playing Domination this much, is what I'm trying to say. Like, everything just seemed spot on, the spawning seemed perfect, Ardennes Forest, the spawning. It was hard to push spawns, which I thought was really cool, where I'd be running around their spawn and there'd still be people around me. I could still make a mistake and still get, like, triple teamed if something went wrong. Like, if I went too far in, I know that something would actually happen, there'd be repercussions for that, I'd actually get killed, you know? So I thought that actually not pushing the spawns was actually it's actually a decent idea. So even if you're to push A and they had A, they wouldn't immediately switch to spawning C, which I thought was kind of refreshing. The game was sick. Like, Domination, it's always fast-paced. I don't care what map you're playing. I like Ardennes Forest, but Aachen was always pretty fun too. Gibraltar was an awesome map. I really enjoyed playing Gibraltar. I got some shotgun footage on there, I might show a bit later on. But for the most part, this game was... They mastered Domination. I don't think it's ever been this fast-paced and exciting than in any other previous Call of Duty game. But keep in mind, I also didn't play the last 3 because I thought they were all trash. Black Ops 3, Infinite Warfare, Advanced Warfare, I think I have collectively 3 hours played in multiplayer because I just hated every minute of it. No offense. I'm really back in my element here. This game is awesome. So Domination is sick. I wasn't a huge fan of War. TDM, weird thing too. I know I was saying about the spawns in Domination. Exact same thing with TDM. I feel like, you know what, it's obvious that in, like, Ardennes Forest, for example, there's, like, 2 set spawns, one at A and one at C. And even if you push one, it takes a lot to actually flip the spawns, which is kind of refreshing. Like, I really like that idea. So I'm really glad they're moving in that kind of direction, because every time you flip the spawn, it just kills the action, it kills momentum, because one team will just automatically get flanked, or it just messes up the entire flow of the game if they actually stay in their spawn for a significant amount of time and just find the game flows much better because you know where everyone is on the map. It's easier to kind of figure out where you're going, where you're headed. It's really, really nice to see. So good on them. TDM is like perfect. It's very, very well done. TDM domination, good jobs. War, not so much. Give me some time. Another critique of wars, I don't like being forced to change class. For example, the first part you have to if you're defending, you have to capture the building, or sorry, defend the building. And then once you lose the building, you go back to the bridge. And I like using SMGs, so I like to run around the first bit. I like to run around by kind of their spawn, some like aggressive little rushing. And then as soon as they take the first objective and they need to build a bridge, I'm useless because I can't use the SMG. Like, I want to have the ability to actually run across, well, you can run across the bridge, but I want to run under the bridge and then up into their spawn. That's kind of what I want to do, but they're kind of preventing me because they think that's cheating. And they think that would kind of wreck the whole object of the game. I think there should be firefights going under the bridge. I think that it really takes away from the gameplay when you can't actually rush them. I'm not too sure, I'm not a developer obviously, but I thought that would be kind of a better idea so I can still enjoy my SMG gameplay and I'm not stuck in the opposite side. But surely there has to be a reason why they chose to do that. There has to be a reason. So anyway, let's actually get into the gun classes. So let's start off with the obvious thing. SMGs are just stupid good. Like, you can't deny that fact. I don't care if you're using the grease gun or the Wafa or the Thompson. They're all just ridiculously good. So what I'm using right here, I think a Type 100 or a Wafa. I think it's a Wafa. They're just insane. They're laser guns. The Wafa has a bit of recoil compared to the Type 100, but it's super manageable. Even with grip, it is a laser gun. Like, you cannot go wrong. And plus, if you're using airborne, you get that free suppressor, which is sick. Like, the SMG class is going to be my life for the entirety of this game while it's out. I will exclusively use the SMG probably about 90% of the time. I will be super surprised if I ever use anything else because it's so much fun to use. It's just, I love every minute using the SMG in this game. I think a good 80% of my time in game was spent using an SMG just because it felt so good and just natural. But they need to get nerfed. They're really, really good. The Wafa was great, but it was too good. The Type 100 was great, but it was too good. And the Thompson, don't get me started. That thing was the best SMG I've seen in a long time. Reminded me of, what SMG was it though? The MP7. Like, it was just like absurd. The MP7 from Modern Warfare 3. Like, it was just ridiculously overpowered. I think they do need to nerf the SMGs a bit, but we'll see how that goes. And on to other classes, assault rifles. And by assault rifle I mean assault rifle. There's only one assault rifle in the game, that's the STG. The rest are all pretty trash. I don't think I ever saw anyone use any of the other assault rifles. I tried them. The first one you get, I forget what it's completely called. It doesn't matter. The STG is god. It's ridiculous. It reminds me of the FAMAS when the Black Ops 1 first came out. Like, it's absolutely unbeatable. So that, like, I know I said the SMGs have to get nerfed, but the STG is absolutely the category. It absolutely has to get nerfed. There's no recoil. It's like a 2 or 3 shot. Like, it's just absurd. I don't know how that got past the development stages with the developers because it's just absurdly good. There's no reason why someone can't succeed with the STG unless they're just horribly bad because it's a phenomenal gun to use in this game. It's almost like unfair. So the STG is sick. The rest of the assault rifles are just well, yeah, they're pretty much garbage. The M1A1 was the only one we got to really try out that was semi-auto, so that was okay. The STG was by far the best assault rifle so far in the game. Next up, LMGs. I hardly touch them. I hate LMGs personally. I just never use them because that's not my playstyle. Like I said, I'll have to run around and rush and stuff. That's not me at all. So I hardly touch them. But I thought they were decently balanced, I suppose. No real problems there. Shotguns. I do love shotgun gameplay. I love running around. I do love using a shotgun. I was kind of disappointed that they weren't that good. I want to see some more range. I thought that there were a lot of instances when I'd be like one-on-one, and I find that like the distance was not that much, but I could still not even get hit markers. And I thought they really, really nerfed the distance for shotguns. I don't know if they were bad in the most recent CODs. Fun fact, I haven't played the last 3 Call of Duty games because I just didn't like them. I think I have 5 hours logged on Black Ops 3, Advanced Warfare, and the other one, Infinite Warfare. I just didn't like them, so I have like 0 time played. Yeah. I don't know if they were scared of making the shotguns too good, but I hardly even touched them. So I thought it was pretty, for the most part, I thought they did a pretty good job. There have been, of course, years in the past when they completely destroyed the balance of the game, like the ACR and how every gun used to be overpowered in Modern Warfare 2. I think they have gone a long way, and the guns do seem more balanced than they usually do at the beginning of a Call of Duty game, so hats off to them. But I am really looking forward to see what they're going to do. So, top of my list, they have to nerf the STG, it's insane. Slightly nerf the SMGs, the Wafa, Thompson, and Type 100. And that's pretty much all I have to change, and I'll maybe boost up the shotties a bit. Sniping was super satisfying. I forgot to mention that. Sniping was awesome. It was so much fun to snipe. Getting quickscope just felt super satisfying. I'm glad they're kind of like getting back into that idea of quickscoping is good, because I think it actually really does. It has a huge following in the game, and a lot of people probably wouldn't even play the game if that didn't exist. So anyway, that pretty much wraps up my recap of the game. Hope you enjoyed. I'll be posting way more of this when the game actually comes out. But I do have more videos of this coming out soon. I'll have some other shotgun gameplay, some more SMG gameplay that I want to show off. But for now, that pretty much wraps it up. So 49 and 10, 7 caps. I did play the objective, I promise. Thanks for watching this video, guys. If you enjoyed, definitely drop a like rating down below. Horseplay Gaming is back. Nice to see you guys are all back watching. Have any comments, questions? Leave down below. I'll be sure to try and answer them as fast as I can. If you want to do any collaborations, hit me up. I'm always open to do that sort of stuff. Thanks for watching this video, guys. I'll see you in the next one.
Coming now, follow my lead.